Alright, so it's a super boring Thursday in FFBE, and it's actually so boring, in fact, that I did the, this stupid thing, watch our stupid videos, and we'll give you, like, really bad rewards, but, mainly because if you go to the news, there was this news that, like, oh, just so you know, the maintenance to this improvements. Rewards wheel limit has been increased to 7. And there have been improvement to the rewards. 30 lapis reward has been increased to 50 lapis. 100 lapis reward has been increased to 150 lapis. So I was like, okay, well, why not? Let's give it a shot. I haven't done this in a long time. Anyway, yeah, so I was so bored today that I went and I did that. I did all 7 of them. And what did I get? I got an NRG reward, 10, twice. One time I got it times 2, so a whole 20. And then another time I got 5 lapis, 5 lapis, 10 lapis, and then I think my my last one was like, I can't remember what are the options. I don't even know. It was something bad. It was certainly, I mean, it could have been like energy. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. But in any case, it wasn't any of the good ones. So just in case you're wondering, that was my experience. What else? Because it's so boring today. I geared up this party because look at all that AR damage, and then I bring a friend, Esther, and we went into the world. That's right, the world. And I did some missions. I caught up on like a smidgen of the story, like a very, very small smidge. And basically where I'm at, and I'm going to try and do this without any spoilers, is crossing a bridge with Pris and Atoll, or Atoli, Atali, I don't know. No, it's not Atli. It's not our little new friend. Pris and, I'm just gonna say Atoll. We crossed a bridge, and then the other thing I did was have a conversation with Diego and Mid. So those were the 2 things that happened in the story. That's where I'm at if you want to gauge that against where you're at. That's why I have this secret weapon of cramming to get a bunch of lapis if somebody comes out that I want. Which wasn't the case today, but the day was so boring. And so what I needed to do was finish, this is what I did, finish the quest right here that says like perform 3,500 or more total chains. So that's why I have this like crazy AR chaining family right here showing up. So they're doing their AR thing, and I was just like cranking that until I got enough to get the extra tickets. So let's go do that since the day is so boring. Where are you? This one, right? And then tomorrow we have the 5-star one, the 5-star that has all the units in the entire beginning of the game until now. Next one will be this year's, like the first 8 months of this year. But the ticket tomorrow is everybody, so it's gonna be one's gonna be a doozy, I think. Well, for me, some of you are luckier than I am. All right, but let's go use all of these tickets that I have. Why does it say I only have? Oh yeah, so I have 9. I have 9 tickets. Let's go do all these pulls just for fun, since we have nothing else going on in our lives. It's a gold. Alright, so this is something I'm thinking about. I really dislike Facebook. I tried to make a page, but then, and I thought pages could interact with groups. Oh, and hey, thanks Luther for this tip, because now I no longer have to unlock these guys. Look, they're already unlocked. Such a wonderful thing. Okay. Anyway, the other thing that I was starting to say is that yeah, I don't like Facebook. Made a page, but I thought pages could interact with groups because a couple of you mentioned some cool groups up there. But I just couldn't figure out how to do it. I don't know what's wrong with me or the system. But any suggestions on what would be a good way to generally be able to chat better? Because YouTube, I've found, is horrendous. Like, it doesn't really notify me well, like, consistently, or, you know, I don't always know when I have comments. I have to really go back and dig through to see if there's comments, and then I try to respond to them. And like, it's irritating that, like, I can't post a picture. What if I want to post a picture about my diabetic cat and her latest poop that she dropped? Sweet, I got the 4-star guaranteed ticket. That's the winner right there. You know, the poop that she dropped in like this tall basket, you know, in next to my washer dryer. And it's like things like that. Like, what if I want to show that to you? And it's like, there's no way I can do that in the comments. Or if you guys want to show a picture of something funny, you know, we can't do that. So I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Instagram. I just really don't like Facebook. So far, at least a lot of these have been gold, so that's pretty cool. I do have a Twitch account that I use to like watch other people do Twitch, but that's kind of live streaming. I don't think I have the skills to live stream. Like, I'll get totally crazy and frenetic, and the multitasking just gives me anxiety. But I don't know. Any ideas on that? On this great conundrum that I'm facing? Which isn't really much of a conundrum. It's just like, how could it be, you know, how could we chat better? And like, you guys all seem like you have interesting things to say, and I'd like to hear them. So continue on YouTube. That's fine too. I don't have a better solution right now. And it's certainly just one of those things where it just occurs to me, like, yeah, what if I want to show you my stupid cat's turd in the basket? I can't do that on just like a YouTube comment, so I'll just, you know, throw it into a video or something. Anyway, that's all on that. If anyone has any suggestions or ideas, please pass them on, because I'm really not gifted in modern social media. Oh, this is a good one. Heart overcoming hatred. And another 4-star. Man, I'm winning today. Alright, 2 more, guys. But, what else? Oh, I was so excited to find out today. This is something that I would put in, like, a news feed or, you know, something like that. That the Masters of the Universe toys are nominated for the 2019 induction toy Hall of Fame kind of thing at that museum. So that was cool. I might link up to that article if I had a page or something. But I guess I really don't like Facebook. But I was so excited because Master of the Universe. I don't know if anybody made the connection with Adora, but that's my main toy from my childhood. So here's a picture of those toys. And there she is. That's my girl, without the headdress and all that stuff. I have that. I could put that on her, but then she would become She-Ra and she wouldn't be Adora. So anyway, so that was exciting news. We'll see if she makes it. Other contenders include Risk, which I actually, when I was younger, kicked a boyfriend out of the house for attacking me in that game. I know, it's really, really embarrassing and stupid. But I was like, go home, get out of here. Yeah, that's a game that makes people cry, pretty much. Anyway, but a great game nonetheless. Risk. What else was I excited about? My Little Ponies were there. Care Bears. And then like the iPhone or the smartphone or something stupid. Anyway. It was cool. I was happy to see Master of the Universe there. Makes me happy. Someday I'll show you guys my entire toy collection. It's extensive. Actually, they're all in boxes right now. That's the problem. Oh, a rainbow. Oh, it's not a unit, is it? Nope, it's not. Fooled me again. Alright, I don't have any more. That's it. Alright, so those pools weren't exactly, super lucrative, but it's fine. The other thing I was thinking about, since I was bored and it was a boring day, was how like certain things like can ruin other things for you. So, for example, some people have drink good wine and then it ruins crappy wine. Some people, Europeans probably all the time feel like they couldn't possibly eat a Hershey's bar because it would taste awful compared to their experience of chocolate. So, you know how there's those kinds of things. Well, I would think, cheese might be a thing, for a person, but that's not it for me. I have had some amazing cheese. I love cheese, and that truffle cheese that I had over the summer when I went wine tasting was just ridiculous. And I ordered a wedge, and I just every time I ate it was just so happy. But I'll eat like a string cheese with no problem. Like I'll pick that up without turning my nose up at it, no problem at all. It doesn't bother me. But what I've decided that I am the hugest snob on is beef jerky. Like it super pisses me off when I'm trying to and like some of the packaging nowadays. Like you go down now. Sorry, this is boring, but the day is boring, so you have to bear with me. Or you can pause and go to a different video or turn it off, whatever. I don't know. Anyway. So when you look at the options, like there are so many, even in like gas stations, options where like the packaging looks so fancy, and so you're so excited, and then you get it and you open it, and it's just like stupid like cardboard or paper, and it's like terrible beef jerky. And the problem is, I had this beef jerky. There used to be this like little like a health food-ish kind of like farmers market-ish kind of market that just like kind of sold local stuff or just like weird stuff. It was just strange. It was like one of those markets that didn't have like a brand name or whatever, but they had this beef jerky that they sold called Divine Bovine, and it was like all I wanted in a beef jerky. It was like tender. I like the tender ones. I don't like the ones that try to rip your teeth out, which it's no problem if you do. It's not like it's low quality jerky. It's just, it's all preference, guys, right? So, I like the tender, juicy beef jerky, lots of flavor, especially if you got like a teriyaki or spicy something, whatever. But it was so delicious. And then that market just closed because, it went under, didn't have enough support, whatever the point is. But, I can't get it anymore. So, I try to buy beef jerky at the store, and every time I do, I'm disappointed. So, I'm a beef jerky snob. I'd like to admit it openly. So, hey, since it's a boring day, tell me, what are you a snob of? What ruined you? What did you experience? Same thing happens when you go to a restaurant, right? Where you have so in a restaurant, my snob meal is like a mushroom, like ragu, like a mushroom stroganoff kind of a thing, where you have like a distinct sour cream flavor, high mushroom flavor, creamy sauce with pasta, with or without meat. I don't really care about the meat at that point. But there's like this very distinct flavor of the sour cream and the mushroom, and caramelized onions, even better. But that is something that if I go to a restaurant and I see something that looks like that on the menu, I will order it every time, and probably like 19 out of 20 times will be disappointed. And it's not that I'm a huge food snob, it's just that there is a certain flavor combination that you crave, that you're looking for, and that cannot be replicated hardly ever. There was a Chinese food place that we ate at growing up called Sunluck. Same thing with that. They had these barbecue pork spare ribs, and they had a Cantonese chicken chow mein. And these two things I have never been able to find replicated in the same way for my entire life, since my childhood. So anyway, this is so off topic, but it's a boring day in FFBE, so that's where my mind is at. What are those foods? What are those dishes? What are those, it could be a fancy food, it could be beef jerky, it could be cheese, it could be wine. What is it that you have had that has made you a snob and ruins certain things for you? Or, maybe that this makes no sense. Anyway, that's what I had to say today. If anybody has any advice of like a good place where we can post pictures of our parties and things like that. Like I said, I tried to make a Facebook page, and then I tried to join groups, and it just didn't work. So I don't know. Whatever. It's frustrating, right? Maybe Twitch is the place to be, but it's so weird. It seems like it's a very fast-paced place, that Twitch. Alright, anyway, talk too much about non-FFBE stuff, but, hey, boring Thursday in FFBE, right? Tomorrow's a story event. Let's get excited. Hopefully there's a raid coming up, because y'all know I want that. Alright, I've taken enough of your time. Oh gosh, 17 minutes, that's embarrassing. Alright, so yeah, with that, I'm going to go have a drink of my vodka drink that does not disappoint me at all. And so with that, cheers.